material list for the farm behind me is in the description of the video. I will post it there. Yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the vid. Hello, and in this video I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to create a 1.21 Bedrock Minecraft Bedrock Edition raid farm. Keep in mind that this raid farm works on all version of Minecraft Bedrock. Whether you play on phone, tablet, anything really, you can play on any edition, I guess, and this will work, so all good. Any version of Minecraft Bedrock will work with this, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Also, keep in mind that this design will not work on pre 1.21 created worlds. Well, no raid farm will work. The Ominous Bottle Potion does not work currently on any Bedrock Edition pre 1.21 worlds. So, but in this video, I'll show you a working one. So, first step is to do like a general raid farm and place your leaves in 3 blocks from this post, which means 4 blocks from these walls, right? So, just do that all around, and you will be able to, and that was the first step for this raid farm. Now, I recommend while doing this to definitely have a sword on you to kill the pillagers that get in your way. Here I'm in creative mode, but definitely remember that sword. Alright? And then from here, just to go 5 blocks in this direction, right? From here, just go those blocks. And then you can just kind of, you know, go from there. So, after that, the next step is to grab your glass panes, which I will just go ahead and do in the creative menu here, and fly up to the top of this outpost. Then, face this way, break this chest. And then you're gonna want to place glass panes like this. This will help you find the pillager spawn spot now. Which defeat this guy here. So the next step here is that you want to take your glass panes, you want to put it right here, right? And then you want to put them like this. More glass panes here. More glass panes here. More glass panes here. Glass panes here. And then finally, glass panes here. So you have this. Now go about 30 blocks away from your outpost. Oh, that was a good one. So you want to throw all that loot away. That way it doesn't get. And now we want to go about 30 blocks away, right? And as you can see, pillagers are spawning. So we got a pillager here, right? And I just messed it up, but if I replace that pane, as you can see, our guy was right here. Just to confirm, I will defeat him. Go once again about 30 blocks away. And if no pillagers spawn for you, you can try going into peaceful and then hard mode, or then just relogging. Here I am hoping that he gets some spawns. Maybe I'm not far enough away. Okay, about where I was last time. This is definitely 30 blocks away, and as you can see, they just got a pillager. So, next step is, or 2 pillagers. Next step is to break all panes except for those 4 that they're in, right? So, break all of these panes. Don't break that pane, this pane, or this pane, right? But all panes surrounding them can be broken. Which should be broken because that's how you build this farm. We do not need these left panes here anymore now that we've found where our pillagers spawn now. As I said before, this is working on 1.21, but it might take some human input here, right? You might need some human input, but because of the ominous bottle, but this should overall be pretty good. So, as you can see here, we have our pillagers. Now, gonna need to find next. We're gonna need to find the southeast block of this pillager spawn spot, which I'm gonna use stone bricks. To do this, you will need a non-flammable, a non-flammable. You'll need the empty locator map too, but you'll need a non-flammable block to do this, and then an empty locator map. So we're gonna go here, and then you're gonna face till your arrow, which represents your position, is at the top of the map. So this is north. Then you need to find the southeast block though. So here, this face the turn right, and you'll face, and then as you see, I'm facing the right side of the map. This is east. Then we're gonna want to turn to the bottom, and it's south. So then you turn to the southeast, which means my pillager spawn block, my block is there, and then you're gonna want to remove the other 3 blocks. Next step is to remove all of these blocks around it, like this. So that way you have kind of a 4x4 hole here. So you're going to replace them with, or 4x4 with your block of choice, which could be deep slate, cobblestone, anything that doesn't catch on fire. Now we no longer need this map, so you can actually get rid of it. And then you're gonna want to kill all the pillagers in the spawn spot and break this glass pane. Alright. Now the next step is to break the entire outpost. It might take some time, but it is necessary. You should destroy all blocks down to the floor, including the first layer of the floor. Now, if you have a pillager outpost like mine, or even just any really pillager outpost, you'll see a second layer of flooring and blocks in general of the outpost. Don't bother destroying all of those too. It does not matter, but what does matter is that you actually destroyed the outpost itself, and don't bother about anything but the flooring and kind of the blocks. Basically, don't worry about any blocks. Mine it basically down till it's 1 block lower, so you stand 1 block lower than the leaves, alright? Something about like this, which is all good and dandy. This is exactly what you want. Now you will have a floating platform out here for a while. That is all good. Now, I personally would get rid of any and all pillagers remaining, and the next step is to actually fill in this entire area over here with leaves. Yep. Make sure there's no real like air blocks like here. I'd fill those with leaves too, just to ensure that mobs cannot spawn on top of this. And once you've finished that, I'll go ahead and get rid of these extra items in my inventory. Once you have finished that, you're going to want to take glass. And then you're going to want to put a 4-block glass pillar up here. So when you have this is good. So now you're going to want to like these right over here. So you're going to want to make your 4-block high wall. You're going to put it all the way around your, well, spawn. Now you're going to also want to put leaves on top of those, like so. And then you want to go over the spawn spot and put that there. Now, we're going to want to go down here, and since my southeast block's here, I'm going to build the farm facing this way. I'm going to go, and we're going to place 4 blocks below the farm. Now you're going to want to go this and this, and then fill in the outline with solid blocks, like so. And this is your, and then break these 3 blocks here now to make sure that we did it right before we place blocks here. Now, also place 1 row of leaves here. Okay. The next step, the next step here is to go, and we're going to create a trident killer. So you're going to need your observers and your piston and some pistons. So you're going to want to place a piston here, another piston here, another piston here, and another piston here. So as you can see, none of the sides are symmetrical. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do something a little bit. So you're going to want to put a place an observer first, place an observer facing here. Then you're going to want to place an observer facing this piston, place an observer facing this piston, place an observer going into that piston, place an observer facing that piston, place an observer going into that piston, and then finally repeat that 1 more time, and now you're going to have this system. Now what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to place, right, you're going to do something like this, and then we're going to place glass blocks here, but before we do that, we are going to throw a trident there, place our glass blocks here, and now we're going to want to fill in this area with blocks. Now, what will happen here is that pillagers will spawn here, they'll get pushed off when they spawn by this glass block here, and then they'll fall into the trident killer, which will be activated via lever. So place your lever here, turn that on so it stops, then let it run for make sure it's all good. Now click it down, and then you should have this system. Now you're going to want to place another lot of leaves here and go down to the ground. You're going to want to place leaves down or up to this area. Now next is some vines, and place those on top of this, because pillagers I've actually seen one spawn on top of a ladder. Yeah, kind of crazy, but now that you have this system, you're going to count 4 blocks down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to want to do something like this and get under this spawn block. So here I'll just do that. And now we are right here. So you can get rid of most of your blocks. And what you're going to need now is just a chest and some rails, a hopper minecart. You're going to need some more leaves and a hopper. So your step here is we're going to place a chest like this, right? You're going to place a chest like this if you're building this. You want to do this, this. And then if you really want to, you can break that rail there. And now you have the system. And to test it, I'm going to throw this hopper right into there. And as you can see, it won't pick up. Then I turn this thing on. It will push the items around. And now, as you can see, we have our hopper in this area. So now we have this area completed. So we're gonna go the next step is to go right over here and place 34 leaves up. Now since I'm in creative mode, it'd be quite difficult to see how many leaves I'm actually placing. So what I'm gonna actually do is split this stack into exactly 34 leaves. Go into survival, and we're gonna place this. So this is the next step, so gotta do it. The next step is to come over here and place 1 right, 1 left, 2 over here, and then you're gonna want to place Right? Hit the G. Place 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. And you're going to want to fill this in. I'm in survival mode, so we're going to go back to creative. Break these 4 blocks and replace them with those. Once you've got those blocks there, you're going to want to go over here and grab your vines. We're going to place these vines all the way down this pillar. You're going to need 34 more vines, and then now you have this pillar filled, or not filled, this pillar now has vines on it. So now you're going to want to grab your pistons and place one here, turn and place one there. This one. Place one here, turn and place one there, turn and place one there, and turn and place one there. Now we're going to grab our observer, and this time we're going to use redstone torches. You're going to want to put a redstone torch on each side of these observers, and then place an observer facing into this piston, observer arrow going into that piston, place an observer with this arrow going into that piston, place an observer with this arrow going into that piston, and place one more observer with an arrow going into that piston. Right, so next we're going to want to do something like this. And we're going to want to build up this. Now, we're going to need 1 glass block and a stair of your choosing. I will be using a cobblestone stair. And then, like this, like so. Now, you're going to want to place blocks like so. Place this here. And we're going to want to build this up by 1 block. See, now we have this area here. You're going to want to place a lever on this and throw a trident in at that piston. Flick the lever up, wait for the lever back up, then flick the lever down for that. Now, next step is to go onto this side. Place 5 blocks here, 5 here, 5 here as well. So I think that's 5 blocks. Yeah. Then go onto this side, place 5 blocks here, 5 here, and then 5 here as well. Now go onto this side, place 5 blocks here, 5 here, and 5 more here. Now we're going to go above this, and we're going to place 1 block at each of these areas, each one of these levels. The next step is to get your leaves and place them at each of these spots, right around the drop pit where our pillagers will be falling into. The next step is to come up here, and we're going to place 18 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now you're going to want to come down here, and you're going to place 18 blocks at these spots as well. The next step, once you got this, is to come over here and you're going to place 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go back here, go to this side, and you're going to place 7 blocks over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, fill them out. Once that is complete, the next step is to hit my mic. The next step is to go over here and place 8 blocks right here. Then extend this 8 block high wall around the next step is to come over here and place leaves across this entire thing. Place leaves across the top of this entire build. Now, the next step is to come down here. You're going to want to get your stairs, and now it is time to create an infinite water source. So we're going to want to come over here. Actually, it's not quite time to create one, so we're going to go over here. We're going to place stairs just like this. Break these 2 blocks, then you're going to place stairs along here. Now it's time to create an infinite water source. Place blocks like this, this, and this. Now, do this to create an infinite water source, so we can use 2 buckets to make this entire farm. Now we're going to want to place these, and as you can see, water flows. Well, I built it wrong. There we go. Water should flow like that. Do that. Those. Water like this. Now at this point, you can fill in and break the infinite water source. And as you see, the water flows like this. The next step is to go and have signs. You're going to want to, and then you're going to want to come over here. Count 2 blocks up from this area. 1, 2. And then place 4 signs right here. 3 signs here. 2 signs here. You do not have to type on them. 1 side here. And then now place lava right up there, and as you can see, it should not at least flow off. Here you go. And now as you can see, the guys will get pushed off and thrown into the lava. So the next step is we're gonna go all the way down here. Now that we're down here, went down too far. We're gonna want to come up here, and then you're gonna want to place 8 blocks, I mean, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place it here, and then mine these blocks down. Grab your bed, place it right here. Mine these 2 blocks. Now you're gonna want to go over here and go 1, 2, 3. 3, 3, 3, and these 3. Next, you're going to want to get a villager, which can include both some leads or you can use a bubble column. However you get it up here is fine. You would just need one. In this tutorial, I'll be using a spawn egg to get one in. It should be unemployed. Hopefully, you're going to get an unemployed villager. So you just have to use a villager that you have not traded with. So keep that in mind. Villagers that you've traded with will not work in this farm. So the next step is to wait till nighttime, which here, that was today. I'll just set it to night. There's these 2 leaves right here, which means he is now safe and will not die to villagers, right? So the next step is to come all the way back down here, and when you see the storage system, do not know why I installed it, alright? This is not the storage system we're going to be using. You can just break those chests. You're going to need to grab the hopper, and you're going to want to place one right here, alright? Actually, no, don't do that. You're going to want to grab a stone brick and place it here as a solid block. And then now you're going to need a target block, redstone, torch, redstone, and redstone. So now we're going to place this here, and place down here, I built it too high, slightly too high, but right here where you're going to place a block, you're going to go this way and place a 1 block here, Now place a hopper there, and then place a chest here. Now, then place leaves on top of this chest. Place leaves on top of that chest, like so, and you can still open it, as you can see. Now under this hopper, place a stone brick right here, and now let's do this. Now make a hopper facing into that piston. Now the previous design you can use, and I recommend you use it until you get 41 ominous bottles, because if you know some stuff about redstone, you know that we are building a item filter. Woohoo, so cool, wow. Yeah, we are building an item filter here, where basically the items will not, and should not, be able to get through. So this is going to be our hopper system here. Alright, so place a hopper there, or actually don't place anything else there, but this is our hopper system. Next you're going to want to get 41 bad omen bottles. I recommend doing bad omen 1, I believe is what they drop. So we can actually test this here by waiting for a pillager raid captain to spawn on our spawn spot, and then we will defeat the pillager captain, in which he should drop an ominous bottle. Now, the reason why we're doing this is to make sure that he will drop the ominous bottle that we want, right? We have to make sure, definitely, that he will drop that ominous bottle. So, the reason why we have to do this is because of the ominous bottle levels, and see, this ominous bottle I don't believe stacks with this ominous bottle. Alright, scratch that, they all stack. So, right, so I have bad omen 1, bad omen 5, I delete this, right? This is bad omen 5, they do not stack, alright. So, bad omen 5 do not stack, which is why we have to wait for one to spawn here, which currently isn't happening. I'll check back when we do get our ominous bottles. It did take quite a bit, but I did figure out which one it is, which is bad omen 1. So we're gonna go over here to this. Well, I need more bad omen, so we're gonna grab this bad omen effect. Then you're gonna want to get an anvil, or you won't need it if you don't want to. Here I'm gonna use one just for make sure that this works, and we're gonna put glass in. So I'm gonna get 4 pieces of glass, and you want to name them just by mash, right? Make sure that you'll never have something in this farm named the same as it. So now I'm gonna go to this, and we're gonna want to put those 4 in, and then you're gonna want to put 41. Exactly 41 ominous bottles into this part. So what's gonna happen now is that this will not really take. No. What should happen here is that this won't take any ominous bottles out. It'll only take 1, and you can just place that back in. Now the next step is to come all the way up here, and you are going to want to break these 2 blocks, place a sign at this block here, then you're going to want to place blocks coming all the way down here, equal. Now remember, this should be equal to where we have our hopper in level. So as you can see here, this is where our hopper level is, so this is where we will place it, break that block, and now you're going to need a dropper. Use this dropper here to activate this, and then use 2 observers and place them as like so, here, and then place this here. Now this will infinitely be firing. The next step is to place a block below it here, place a block right here, block over here, and a block right here. Now what you're going to want to do is place a hopper here, and a hopper here. Which will now, whenever there is a infinite bottle, will now fire into here. Now you want to build up these pillars to the same height as that one. And we're also going to need some water buckets and kelp for this. So make sure you got that kelp, right? Now you're going to build up this all the way up here to this location. And we are going to now place one block higher. Now you're going to want to go from here. And you're going to place blocks up. This one, too. Right now I'm placing them down. And then finally you're going to place these blocks all the way up. So now that you have this, you're going to want to place leaves on top of all of these blocks. And then place one block here, which should create, and then place two blocks right here. Put leaves on top of those, and this should be the thing. Now, we're going to need to actually get in there, so you can break those two blocks. Come all the way down here, and then you're going to want to place leaves, or place kelp at all of these locations. Now, for some, so here our water froze into ice, which is why if you have an icy area, place a block above it for while you do this, and then while this falls, we will be able to go up here, go all the way down to the bottom of this water pillar, get, as you can see, to create a pillager captain, I used spawn eggs, and then I actually had to use the summon command. It was taking a little bit because I was not at the correct platform. After destroying that, place this here, and now you'll have a bubble column. Now with this bubble column, you're going to want to quickly, for me especially, you're going to quickly break this, place a block there, place leaves here. Alright, so that way nothing will spawn, and as you can see, items got fed to the player, which is exactly what we want to happen. Except we want it to happen with ominous bottles. Now there is really no more steps to this farm, right? This farm is now basically complete. All you have to do is stand here, and all spells get fed up to you, so you can just right click and boom, you'll get fed. You'll have these ominous bottles immediately. You can also destroy blocks out here if you don't want to do it like that. But now this should be working. So to test it out, I will be grabbing random and effect ominous bottles. Now if I throw them in here, the final actual step is to turn on your trident killers. Now that that's on, you come up here. Let me turn this one on too. Now I'm sitting up here, right? I should receive an ominous bottle. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. One ominous bottle will get stuck in this hopper, but if I were to throw two ominous bottles in here, this is such an atrocious sound. I am sorry for this. But now it should be flowing up here. We should see it come out at any moment. And there we go. And I just received the ominous bottle. And that is all for this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed. And like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye-bye. Comment if you want to see anything.